Not only that, man, I think it's time we sit down and talk a little bit more and paint the picture for the audience on how this bulking season is going to go for you.
Yep. I'm going to let him explain everything.
Hey, man. One thing I want to say is this is going to be a challenge. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be one of those situations where I'm going to be holding you to a higher standard.
Well, good morning and welcome to another video from Vegas, and the last one, because currently it's Saturday, my last day. It's early morning and we went to pick up some coffee. Unfortunately, I disappointed Starbucks right now because Starbucks was not so near our hotel. So I went and got a Dunkin'. So put a comment down below, what are you? Dunkin' Donuts, cold brew, or Starbucks? When it comes to cold brew, definitely Starbucks, but they do have more options of sugar-free things. So I do have inside 3 pumps of sugar-free toasted almond, something like that. So it tastes actually pretty good, not bad at all. But anyways, yeah, this is the last day. Not gonna show you as much doing the cardio right now. I'm gonna show you the breakfast. My girlfriend is here. She came for our birthday, so actually we didn't come together. We're gonna go and see her, and probably gonna eat a bigger meal or lunch, because then I'm heading to the airport and heading back to the Houston. And when I come back to the Houston, it's gonna be already pretty late in the evening, so I might show you some recipe or something. But with that said, also today in this video I'm gonna sit finally with Alex, my coach, and explain you step by step. Actually, he's gonna explain you all the details that we have about my prep and everything. So looking forward to that. And yeah, just sit back, relax, whoever is new. Last video from Vegas, then we start rolling again with the new macros, full day of eatings and everything. Like, share, subscribe, having fun while doing my cardio, and I'll see you on the breakfast. Cardio is finished and eating like a biggest weirdo on the planet Earth on the stairs in front of our room, because we are actually cleaning the room and we need to leave the place in like an hour. So I'm just gonna eat my meal here on the stairs while they're cleaning, and then have meet with the Kelsey basically. So it's gonna be B-roll what I prepare for a breakfast fast. As I said, we don't have a scale, so I was using like instant things. So I have 2 packages for instant oatmeal. I have like 250 grams of an egg whites inside of the oatmeal, because if you put it in a microwave, there's a way that you can basically cook it with some stevia inside. On top of that, we have 100% Lindt dark chocolate as a healthy source of fats. And we have asparagus, because I just love to eat asparagus, especially in the morning. Diuretic, basically, micronutrients and everything. With that said, calories and macros for that meal gonna be listed on the screen. You're gonna see the Alex talking and everything about that, and then I need to head back to Houston.
Alright, boys and girls, we're back with one of my best friends and the current coach for the prep, which I promised you already that I'm gonna let him explain everything. Whoever is new on the YouTube channel, I'm gonna try to get the pro card. You think it's good? Yeah, it's a good frame. And we already started basically, but I just wanted to sit with him, and that's one of the reasons that I came in Vegas also, to see him, and that he can tell you a little bit more where we are, where we started, what he thinks about everything. And yeah, Mr. Professional. And by the way, he's competing at Olympian in December, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. One thing I want to say is welcome to Team Reform, bro.
Let's go. It was about the time.
It's cool because like he had the opportunity to see me build this business from the ground, starting off. Like I wasn't a coach before I met him, you know, so it was kind of cool. He kind of saw a lot of the moves that I made, and to have him a part of the team now, and our goals similarly align, and you know, now I'm able to help him reach, you know, a new goal. So, you know, one thing I will say is, I guess the first thing that really set the tone for this was when we initially started. I work with a lot of influencers, so I like to set the tone early, and I let them know, as much as we love creating content and giving value to you guys, this is not the reason I do this. You know, like, I'm a bodybuilder at heart first. I am passionate about it. I'm a strong believer in respecting the sport in its fullest. So with that, I wanted to set that precedent with him, so he understood this is going to be a challenge. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be one of those situations where I'm going to be holding you to a higher standard, and I'm going to ask you to hold yourself to that standard and elevate. I'm not asking for perfection, but I'm asking for consistent progression towards that goal. And after seeing the way he reacted and responded to that conversation, I knew that he wanted this more for the reasons that he wanted to see the best versions of himself, and not necessarily just solely to document. And when people do this sport for the wrong reasons, you can tell. Right? And one thing I'll say about him, he's just a hard worker. And no matter what his end goal is, whether it is to, you know, be the best men's physique athlete in the world, or whatever it may be, no matter what it sparks him to be, we have to set the foundation first. So that was the initial starting point of this whole thing, right? After that, it was, okay, what do we need in order to stabilize him so we can then start creating data based upon our moves that we're making? And one thing I will say is this man can eat, right? So we wanted to start him off on something that made a little bit more sense towards not only what he was doing, because what he was doing, he was always eating healthy. You guys see it on the channel. He eats healthy, he eats a lot of volume, but there was a lot of times where it was variables to uncontrollable, right? It was some high days, some low days, some medium days. Yeah. It was kind of all over the point, high cardio days, low cardio weeks, whatever it may be. So we wanted to stabilize that a little bit. And then from there, we can get and gain data to actually progress his body slowly but surely over a longer period of time. And I told him, we're not rushing this process. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna make sure that the end goal is prioritized, health is always gonna be prioritized, and then the intensity, and at the end of the day, respecting this sport is going to be prioritized at the most. And we've been doing that. We've been working together for what, how long now? I feel like it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, now it's like third week or something.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks now. So we've been working together, and that's where the foundational steps that we had to set in place first. And now that we're creating good habits, we are following the plan, executing the plan. We may fall down, get back up. We're realizing the standards that I'm trying to set for him. He's able to now put that in his mind and complete that. Even when we're traveling like we are now, it's not easy, right? And this is another true representation of how bad do you truly want it. Yeah. You know, I'm on prep right now for the Olympia, the biggest show of my career, and I'm not letting anything get in between. And it's similar to a degree. I want to see how the guys I have on my team respond to that, right? I know they might not be going for the Olympia stage, but their next goal should be like my goal for the Olympia. It's just that next thing in their mind that they're trying to get. And right now, that pro card is it for Dorian. And we know his physique is insane. Like, this man has an ability to stay lean. He's a hard worker, and he looks great year round. So getting him to be a little bit comfortable, or better yet, uncomfortable, especially when it comes to training, eating more, setting higher standards and pushing yourself, that's what we've been doing so far, and it's been working.
And that was the reason why I wanted to start with him, because like now we are watching this and we didn't schedule any kind of like show now. It was my purpose in my head, and I said to him, the bulk is gonna be as long as we both think I'm ready to cut down. Okay, we are like at that point, I think we gained some size. Now we can, I think if we start cutting down, I think you're gonna look good on stage, this and that. So that's the whole point. We don't have now the date when you're gonna compete. If I need to book for a year, it's gonna be for a year. But also wanted to, so with that said, also that's kind of like an off season right now, right? Yeah. I can start eating whatever I want to get bigger, but that's not the whole point. That's why I really wanted to start with him from the day one, and literally immediately like starting with the diet, like instantly. Even though I might be on this like for a year, I don't mind it at all, because as he said also, I started from 3,000 calories basically, and it's only gonna go up from now, so that can be better. And with that said also, we control every single variable what we need to do. As he said before, and if you follow my channel, I always carb cycle. That's how I maintain my physique. So I basically always based on a calorie expenditure, energy expenditure, whatever I say, that's how I eat. So if I burn more, actually, if I feel that I've really exhausted myself in the gym, it was a really good workout, of course I will eat more, and on the rest days I will eat less carbs basically. So now we don't do that, and I kind of do enjoy it, because every single day I have a lot of food, and it's gonna be even more. Okay, it's still pretty early, I will say, but I think it's a perfect time now to sit, rather than in the first day than we started, because now already we have a little bit of insight, like how my body responds after 3 weeks. So with that said, like, what do you think? Like
the timeline?
Up to timeline, and also like what do you think how much I'm gonna need to eat like in the end probably?
Yeah, so it's hard to guesstimate that, but one thing I will say is your body's like a furnace. You know, you put things in and it burns right off. Yeah. And that's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. That gives you the ability to eat more.
Yeah, which I do, like I don't have problems with that. That's a good part.
The one thing I think that a lot of people make mistakes about when the fact that they can eat, right? There's no question a lot of people can eat, but it's how do you progress to a point where your body is comfortable eating that much? Because if you just, for example, if I were to shoot him up to 4,500 calories right now, and he was eating that. I'm sure he could actually get that food down, no problem. But there's come a time where your body is not going to fight back against you, but your metabolism is going to begin to slow back down, right? So with that being said, his digestion might be slowed down. His ability to portion the food, break down the nutrition, the nutritious value in each of these macros, they're going to diminish, and it's going to be a lot harder for him later. So the way to prime your body for that is a longer period over time, right? So he might be down a little bit in weight, or he might take a little bit of time before he reaches the numbers where he's comfortable and he can consume that amount of food without even thinking about it on a day-to-day basis. But the goal right now is looking at not just, you know, the end goal. It's prioritizing the now and making sure you're doing the consistent and the right things in order to build these strong habits and prime your body for the later. So, you know, it's hard to put a specific number on it, but I can easily see this man eating close to 5,000 calories. You know, right now, you know, in my prime of my bulk, I was eating, you know, 4,700 calories. So this man will literally be eating more than me, and I weigh 250 pounds. So
that's why those full day of eatings is like just for you guys to show you basically what we do, but no one reacts like the same. If you connect two people like me, it's gonna be him right now, and my body probably just digest food faster. It's just we started from, even when we started, I was like, okay, 3,000 calories. I'm probably gonna start gaining immediately. We are already like, I don't know, 3,300 or 34. And I'm still dropping the weight after 3 weeks, basically. So I, like, for me, even that, because I never tracked in that way, like straight, you know, straight line. Definitely, like, that was for me also. I know that my metabolism is really fast, but I thought once we stabilize the things that I'm gonna like start gaining weight. But now I'm hungry all the time, even right now. Like I just ate 5 minutes ago, and I want to eat again. So that's definitely not gonna be a problem, and I love that.
You're gonna notice something over this period of time, and you guys are gonna notice it too. The efficiency of the way that he's eating this, right? So 4,500 by the time he gets there won't feel like he's eating 4,500 as if he was just eating that 4,500 right now. His body's going to work towards that. It's going to be a lot easier to break that down.
And with that said, not hold so much body fat throughout that process.
Exactly. And we want to do this right. Like, listen, at the end of the day, could he afford to put on body fat? There's no question about it. But at the same time, he has goals outside of bodybuilding, and that's one thing that for any client, right, I have to make sure that they're comfortable in their own skin on a consistent basis. And can he afford it? Yeah. Will he gain it? Yeah, a little bit. But at the same time, we're going to make sure that we do it in a way that we prioritize muscle rather than fat. Listen, at the end of the day, one thing I'll say, this is good enough for you guys, don't chase the number. The one thing, it's so easy to eat and see the number go up. You got to realize it's easier to put on body fat than it is muscle. So it takes time. And it takes patience, and it takes detail, it takes data, and we track everything. You know, at any free meal that he's having, any, you know, off-plan meal that he had, you know, whatever it is. If he gets sick, we track it. If he's feeling amazing one day, we track it. We note it.
I screwed a couple of days ago. I told him immediately. I didn't screw so much, but I didn't basically because I didn't know I have a free meal. And he did give me once per week free meals, and I didn't. First 3 weeks I didn't have any free meal. I hit my macros to a dot, and then other day, basically like 3 days ago, I ate a little bit more rice cakes than I should, but I told him immediately. So,
and that's the one thing, right? Is honesty above all else. I'm not asking for perfection on a consistent basis. I understand life happens,
and that will also never happen. By the way, I'm sorry that never happen if we are like having like 16 weeks out, for example. That can never happen to me. Yeah. But like we are just started, as I said. So like eating more is basically not necessarily better right now because we are trying to keep everything consistent. So he gets to know my body even more and myself in this point also. If I need to do it at any point, that's right now. Like when we start, like I don't know, let's say as I said 16 weeks out or something, there is no, like for me there's straight up like 1 gram. You know, like I can't miss any grams, and that's why I'm really happy actually to start with him from the scratch. This guy, I know in my head, I always put the worst possible scenario. So I always put like 2 years. I'm gonna compete in 2 fucking years. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to put my, like I trained with Andre. Everyone said like, no, you don't need so much time. I always double my time just so I'm mentally ready. So if it comes sooner, it's gonna be way easier for me to go through all of that. You know what I mean? Like,
one thing I will say is this, and I don't know if you want to end on this, but I think once you match passion with intensity, with precision and detail on a consistent basis, you will speed up a lot of timelines on no matter what it is in life, whether it is stepping on stage and getting a pro card, whether it is starting that business, whether it is going for that promotion, whether it is getting the dream girl of your life. If you focus on the core values in what it takes to, you know, get what you want in life, and you focus on those characteristics, I promise you, you're going to realize, you know, you're going to get a lot farther to the destination that you're trying to in a shorter period of time, in an efficient amount of time. So he might think 2 years. As a coach, I can't put a number on it, just yet, but I will say, if this man continues to do what he does and what I've been able to see since the beginning so far, you know, even you know, the trial and error portions of it, that's a learning experience. But taking all of that into account, if he does what he consistently is capable of doing, what I know he is capable of doing, you'll see this man on the stage sooner than you think and earning that pro card. So again, man, like, it might be around the corner, and I'm excited to be help steering that ship. But at the end of the day, the plan doesn't work unless he does. So I need you guys to help hold him accountable at the same time.
I am passionate about bodybuilding, but I can like consider that as my career. No, but I wanted like just to like said I'm an athlete. In the end of the day, he was an athlete. So like just keeping something like straight, it's not for me. I just like to have goals in front of me.
I was just about to say, you don't have to be passionate about bodybuilding, man. You just gotta be passionate about your goals. And if you set out on this goal, you're passionate about it.
Exactly.
See it through, commit to what it takes to be great at this goal, and then no matter what happens when that, you know, that when you face that goal, if you want to continue on, if you want to, you know, steer the ship somewhere different, it's a new goal, and you bring the same characteristics as I mentioned towards that goal, you'll be successful.
And I chose that goal because, like, for the most of the people, it's a really tough goal to achieve.
It's not easy, man.
And if you follow my channel, and he knows me and I know him, that's why I started with him also, because two of us have a really similar mindset. I was thinking about it, like before I do some things, I don't say it out loud. Once you hear me saying something out loud and I announce that, I'm 100% in. So from this point, once we sat down, once we started this, for me, that's like no return point. I'm gonna get that pro card sooner or later. That's like, again, manifestation. But I'm saying that whatever I did in my life, I put I never got anything like as a present. Every single detail that I did in my life came, whatever, athlete, whatever, I worked for that shit. So I love that. That's the cool. And for this, I need to work like.
And I know what you're trying to say, man.
More than ever. That's what I wanted to say, because it's really tough goal, and our two mindsets and how we think together. I'm 100% sure that I'm gonna get that. For me, time-wise, time frame doesn't even matter right now, to be honest.
It just taking one step at a time, getting better each and every day, and then one day you're gonna look up and you're gonna be on that stage and facing those judges, and they're gonna be reading off, and your new Ifbb Pro.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. I'm gonna film a lot more videos, and with him, of course. I'm gonna come to Tampa for a week. I'm gonna try to be in Tampa more often, to train with all of them, to train with the like people that are already there, Ifbb Pros they already did and everything, but especially with him. And as we said, it's just the beginning, so we can't give you every single detail. But that is from now. I'm just gonna keep on. I just like to pick up the camera and show you guys what I'm eating, what are my calories. Whenever he changes something, whatever I do a new check-in and we do some like changes or whatever, I'm gonna film that again. So right now we are still at the same calories, but pretty soon I think we're gonna probably again like
the way I see this man's body transforming, a way after seeing him training in person. There's no doubt that he can afford more food.
And also, now I found out that we have a free meal per week. So I'm definitely gonna film at least one full day of eating plus one full day of eating when we have a free meal. So he can also see, because I'm dangerous with that one free meal.
I gotta keep an eye on him. I say one free meal. This man could have like 10,000 calories in one meal. I've seen him physically do it. He's
I already started planning. I already started asking how can I skip some meals so I can eat more in the evening. So, yeah, but we'll keep it. As long as we are like bumping up our calories, there's not gonna be even need. If I told him if we come with you, obviously gonna come to some point like 4,000 calories. That's for me already a point where, with my recipes and my volume of food that I'm making, really comfortable. So I don't even have to have a cheat meal. So, literally, I really don't have to have a cheat meals if I'm like already like somewhere around 4,000 calories. I will be really comfortable. We're gonna have more. If you want to know anything else, he can always like do a kind of a video by himself, and then I'm gonna plug it in the video. So ask any questions. What do you want to know, or what do you want to see on the YouTube videos? Not just by myself, full day of eatings, whatever, but also with him, because he's gonna be a lot more in everything. I'm gonna travel there, he's gonna travel here, and yeah, we're gonna get that pro card. Appreciate you, brother.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. See you later.
People, what did you do?
What was I? Oh, I was at when we went to go shopping.
Wait, first of all, why are you here? Why are you following me everywhere?
You're
Look what I found in
everywhere.
Vegas, guys. Annoying girl.
Annoying. You're welcome to be in my presence.
Oh, okay. Why are you here and why am I here?
I'm here for my friend's birthday. You're here because you're boring.
You're boring. Everyone who drinks chai latte is boring.
They're
Maybe I
good.
offended a lot of people right now. My bad. Wait, I need to show them what I ordered, because I already have a... Actually, this is supposed to be something like Nutella. Color is gonna be on the screen because I counted that we got two
normal like syrups and non-fat milk. Doesn't taste good at all. Yeah. Anyways, I met her by accident. She followed me and she literally came behind me and...
You were in
Yeah.
my hotel. What
Yeah.
were you doing in my hotel?
But what are you doing in hotel in Las Vegas?
What were you doing in my hotel?
What are you doing in Las Vegas?
You know, having fun.
Having fun. I'm having fun too. So I'm gonna be with this girl a little bit. By the way, you saw what Alex said. That was the most important part for that. So with that said, I'm not gonna film too much because she's too like cover yourself. That's the first thing. Second, maybe if we eat something together, then I'm gonna film. But what we did so far is probably 10,000 steps walking around because I ordered online from a different Starbucks, which is like far away, and she didn't even let me to leave my suitcase in her room. So I'm walking whole day with a... How do you feel now? Guilty? She doesn't feel guilty at all. Show you what I'm having on the airport. Since everyone needs to know my macros, Kelsey, right now, you know, because I'm like bulking.
Yeah.
And also Alex watches my channel right now, so I need to be on point with the macros and everything. But I might, when I come back tonight in the evening, show you some recipe in her apartment because she's not at home, so I can cook in a peace
But
and
I'm
film.
following you. You're showing up in my hotel room.
And then
in
I'm
my
running
apartment.
back. Say bye. Maybe they're not gonna see you anymore. Maybe they will. In this video, this video. What did you order?
Breakfast sandwich.
Simple as that. But that looks good actually. It looks like a McDonald's but
I said, what did he ask?
on steroids. What is that? Pizza?
It's not pizza.
What is it?
How do you say it?
Pita?
Quiche.
Oh, I don't know what is that.
Say it.
Quiche.
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 And I have only one thing that you can track. So it's 8 ounces of a hanger steak. And I took 2 poached eggs, which is no oil basically. And with that, we're gonna have 2 slices of this, which has a little bit of oil, so I can track that everything. So the calories and macros gonna be on the screen. Their calories are like unlimited probably. Let's go! I'm gonna eat this, and after that I'm not gonna eat anything until I come back home. So flying back to Houston, and then I'm gonna see you when I come back. No free toes. Anyways guys, look what time it is. 11:30 p.m. right now. Huge minus points to Southwest once again. So I literally came home way later than I was supposed to. Didn't have a meal which I was supposed to, but I did had something in the meanwhile on the airport. It's gonna be on the screen right now. I literally just put bun with the egg white, and in the airport I ate that little snack which is like 90 calories, same macros as a Rice Krispie treat. So that's what I ate in last 7 hours. What you're gonna see right now on the b-roll is just to fit my macros for the day. So starting from the savory meal, we have 4 slices of low calorie 45 calorie bread, toasted, put it on the top, spicing it with a garlic powder, avocado powder, lettuce on all of them, tomatoes on all of them, 3 turkey bacon slices, and on the last one we have a little potatoes, mini potatoes and broccolini. I said it, really combinations, but everything that we have is just to hit our macros. Once again, now I'm really focused to hit everything to a dot, because as you heard Alex, the most important right now is to hit the macros, not the calories. Second out of 3 and a first out of 2 sweet meals is again 4 slices of honey wheat low calorie toast. We made it basically as a vanilla brown sugar protein French toast, whatever you want to call it. Egg whites, almond milk, but with the 60 calories because we are bulking, not 30 calories. Sugar-free vanilla syrup like they put in a coffee in Starbucks, and then we topped it with a brown sugar substitute, sugar-free maple syrup. And then in the end topped all of that with that better than peanut butter, what I was saying in the previous videos. If you watched it, 100 calorie per 1 serving of a peanut butter and only 2 grams of fat, which is ridiculous. And this one is chocolate peanut butter. And what I did show you in the end, to hit the macros, I put like not even a half of a serving of a Hello Top on that. So with that said, the third and the last meal
is one of my favorites, which I didn't eat there right now in Vegas, so I crave that. 150 grams of Korean rice, a lot. This meal is gonna be huge, because that was supposed to be next 3 meals. 100 grams of egg whites. We have a half of a serving of peanut butter, and I'm gonna top it with a PB2, as I always eat from the top. So calories and macros for the last meal gonna be on the screen right now. I think we hit the goal once again, almost to a dot, which is perfect. Probably from Monday already, since we are together right now, we're gonna again bump up the calories. So again, I can film full day of eatings. Next video again gonna be updates, physique update after probably a month and something. So stay tuned. Whoever is new on YouTube channel, guys, I'm really hungry, so I really want to eat. Subscribe. It's gonna be a lot of videos. I'm trying to be really fast, upload every video every second day, so a lot of videos to come. Also for the algorithm, guys, a like and comments mean everything. So just to put the comments down below. Alex said everything. Whatever we didn't say, let me know and I'll respond either on the video, either on the comment section. So love you, appreciate you all the discount codes for the companies to help your boy to grow and eat more food are in the description box down below. Love you, appreciate you. See you very soon, as always, on the next one.